Shock at Tokyo 2025. Melissa Jefferson wooden sparkles in women's 100-meter. Gold medal Sha Carri and Shelly-Ann out of medal zone. Melissa Jefferson wooden echoed the world sentiments. The United States' world leader won the women's 100-meter title in a meet record of 10.61 at the World Athletics Championships Tokyo 2025 on Sunday, the 14th of September, the fourth fastest time in history. The youngest woman in the field at 21, Jamaica's Tia Clayton clinched silver with a personal best of 10.76 at Tokyo's National Stadium, while reigning Olympic champion Julian Alfred settled for bronze with a 10.84, after pulling a hamstring. "It has been an amazing year," said Jefferson Wooden, who won bronze at Paris 2024 and helped her country win gold in the 4x100-meter relay. "I have been dreaming of this moment. Instead of putting the pressure on myself and taking it as something overwhelming, I was just embracing it. That was worth the gold medal tonight. It's amazing. It is literally everything I have been working on the whole year around. Coming out with a gold medal and a championship record, it's a great start to my second World Championships." Melissa Jefferson Wooden. "Oh wow, I won." The previous world champion who squeezed into the final, Sha Carri Richardson, came in fifth in a season best of 10.94. Receiving the biggest cheers from the crowd was 38-year-old Jamaican legend Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, who, appearing in her final career major championship, ended up sixth in 11.03. After the semifinals, the race was quickly being billed as a showdown between Alfred, who had looked very comfortable through her first two starts, and Jefferson Wooden. Alfred had the fastest reaction time of 0.169, but it was visible after the first few steps that something was wrong. In the meantime, Jefferson Wooden shot out to the lead and never looked back, shaving 0.04 off a season best. And the 24-year-old's championships are just starting. Jefferson Wooden is also penciled in for the 200m as well as the 4x100-meter, which she has become such an integral part for the U.S. When the gun went off, I just thought, come on, get out strong. The rest of the race went like a blink of an eye. When I crossed the line, I was like, oh wow, I won. I haven't felt happier. I am excited about the 200m now, but I am really happy about this 100-meter gold. The build-up, all eyes on the favorites. In the weeks leading up to the World Championships, the narrative was simple: Sha Carri versus Shelly-Ann. Sha Carri Richardson was the defending world champion, dripping with confidence, her social media full of fire, her aura unshakable. She had dominated the heats and entered the final as the woman to beat. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, 38 years old, was the sentimental favorite. Fans hoped for one last glorious run from the pocket rocket, whose legacy was already secured, but whose hunger had never faded. Shericka Jackson, her Jamaican teammate, was a powerhouse threat, having ruled the 200m. Melissa Jefferson Wooden. She was the quiet one. Analysts mentioned her as an outside medal shot. She had clocked fast times in the semis but was still painted as a supporting act. But championships aren't won in predictions. They are won in moments. The race that turned predictions into ash. The stadium grew silent. 8 women crouched in the blocks, 60,000 people holding their breath. Set. The gun cracked. Sha Carri stumbled out of the blocks, her rhythm broken. Shelly-Ann's start, once lightning, lacked its legendary snap. Shericka burst forward, but the tightness in her form showed nerves. And then came Melissa. Her drive phase was low, controlled, perfect. At 30 meters, she was even. At 60, her stride opened, her form elegant and fierce. By 80, she wasn't just leading, she was gliding away. The finish line arrived in a blur. 10.63 seconds. A new championships record. The stadium erupted. Melissa Jefferson Wooden had done the unthinkable. Sha Carri, 4th. Shelly-Ann, 5th. 2 giants, out of the medal zone. Shockwaves and silence. The contrast was striking. Melissa collapsed onto the track, tears flowing as she realized what she had done. Her arms stretched to the sky, as if thanking the heavens for the miracle. Sha Carri stood stunned, hands on her hips, shaking her head. She knew what had happened. The stumble had cost her everything. The cameras caught her biting her lip, fighting emotions. Shelly-Ann, ever the sportswoman, smiled through her disappointment, jogging over to Melissa and hugging her tightly. Later, Melissa revealed the whispered words from her idol. Tonight, it's your time. The crowd, part stunned, pod jubilant, couldn't stop buzzing. Social media lit up instantly. Melissa Magic, Tokyo Shock, changing of the guard. Who is Melissa Jefferson-Wooden? For many casual fans, Melissa was still a mystery. But to those who had followed her journey, this was no accident. Raised in Georgetown, South Carolina, Melissa was never the loudest, the flashiest, or the most hyped. She was the grinder, the one who put in unseen hours, who ran with a quiet fire. At Coastal Carolina University, she emerged in 2022 by winning the NCAA 100-meter title. That same year, she earned a spot on Team USA, showcasing glimpses of greatness. But it wasn't until Tokyo 2025 that the world saw her full bloom. Calm under pressure, ruthless in execution, humble in victory. "I wasn't born to be a star," she once said. "I was born to work until I became one." Anatomy of a championship run. Sports scientists replayed her run frame by frame, marveling at its perfection. Reaction time, 0.128 seconds, nearly flawless. Drive phase, explosive yet controlled, gaining balance and rhythm. Transition, by 40 m. Her form was upright, fluid, with no wasted movement. Top-end speed. From 60 m onward, she maintained maximum velocity, her relaxation separating her from the tightening strides of rivals. Finish, a perfectly timed lean, textbook execution. It wasn't just victory. It was mastery. The fall of giants. The shock of Melissa's triumph was magnified by the defeats of Sha Carri and Shelly-Ann. Sha Carri Richardson, the face of U.S. sprinting, fell out of the medals. For a woman who thrives on being the best, it was a devastating blow. Critics were harsh. Supporters reminded the world she would rise again. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, though gracious, looked mortal for the first time in years. At 38, perhaps this was the closing chapter of her legendary career. Fans across Jamaica wept, knowing they had witnessed one of her finals. The new queen had been crowned, but the heartbreak was just as real. Reactions across the globe. The world buzzed with disbelief and celebration. American fans embraced Melissa instantly, calling her the silent assassin and hailing her as the new face of women's sprinting. Jamaican fans, though devastated by their legend's defeats, showed immense respect. "Tonight, it's Melissa's night," one fan tweeted. "We'll be back." Sha Carri, raw and real, posted later, "Didn't get it right tonight. Respect to Melissa. She earned it. I'll be back." Serena Williams, watching live, tweeted, 10.63. History. "Melissa, you just joined the greats." The story wasn't just Melissa's. It was the sport's. A new era had dawned. The legacy of 10.63. By running 10.63, Melissa didn't just win gold. She joined the pantheon of sprinting legends. Florence Griffith Joyner, USA. 10.49, 1988, world record. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share. Till next time.